the ground. This is Joe Mixon.
Number 28, Joe Mixon, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
Burrow's back.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Cardinals now getting set to go offensively, and it'll be the dual-threat quarterback Kyler Murray leading the way.
Brandon, there's 2 weeks to go in the regular season, so you know the pressure is ramped up in so many ways. People have to win games, try and get their bonuses, the whole deal. But how about trying to close out an MVP award?
Just 2 weeks to go. There has to be a lot of pressure, though. We talked about that in previous weeks, sitting on his shoulder.
Yeah, he can talk all he wants about, I don't listen to that, and there's no pressure. All we're doing is trying to win games. He knows, we all know, he's been the one who's been leading the pack. Let's see if he can close it out.
Shotgun now from Murray. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and it's...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Joe Mixon. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big pickup of 38.
1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
2nd and goal from the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Here's a run with Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to go up top again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Murray, flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. He's going to air one out. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Got his man, that's Harry. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after 1. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Mixon powering forward. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Catch is made by Harry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Evades the tackler and now some space. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And I want to give the big guy some credit because he deserves it. But where was the defense there? Because he's not a burner.
I think they fooled him big time by handing him the football. It's not normal for him to touch it very often on a running play. I think the defense was just ill-prepared for that eventuality.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Flush to his right. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Hassan Reddick in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again 3rd and long now. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A 56 6-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
First down. Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Coverage by Byron Murphy.
Here's Burrow. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
3rd and long.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
He is good. Makes the score. Bengals 17. Cardinals.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your more.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result that he opted for the touchback. Here again comes Joe Burrow and the offense for the Bengals. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Operating from the gun. Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Escaping the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. To throw again. Murray, he'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, Burrow, a quick slant to Hill. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Complete.
Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
The kick is good.
And this one through the uprights and good. Hardly any time taken off the clock there. 2 plays, and they find the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Bengal first down.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
18 on the play. First down, Bengals.
Burrow looking to pass. Throw left side is complete to Reed. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Yards to go.
To the air again, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First down, Cincinnati.
And Burrow going to throw again. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss. It's that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives him a 3-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Right there, 54.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Third and 2.
Shotgun now from Murray. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
36-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. One quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hopkins.
Murray's pass.
And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray.
4-yard line.
And he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And it's 3rd and short.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Murray to air it out again. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins. Now Murray again, going for it all. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
26 yards. And a Bengal first down.
From midfield now, Burrow. And Reed with it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kendall Beckwith leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did. From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And this is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Hassan Reddick able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Second down.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. That'll be caught right side by Reed.
Burrows.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st. Not much there, only a yard. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Tyreek Hill. Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Throwing again. Murray looking deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Room here to run. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
Keeps the score, Cardinals.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
To kick off.
And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Murray trying again after the pick 6. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And his kick is right through.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
Huda Baker there on the coverage.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for our entire crew, alongside